be professional with a crazy person. That's not going to happen, because you would continue, and this is your MO, to little side jabs, little side comments, all those stuff. Is you've been baiting me, like the last episode, try to bait me into, I'm not arguing with you, because I would have to care about you to argue with you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me. It just, because it's silly. It's silly, it's petty, it's juvenile, it's childish. And I knew we would come to this place, but probably because of our strong personalities, we would come to this place in our relationship. And, could I have done things different? Of course. But when you tell me, and I just did what you told me to do, to stop, not stop, but you couldn't be friends with me, but yet we were going to be acquaintances, because he tried to post something on my Facebook page. It didn't work, honey. He tried he tried to post a picture of a comic book character that I like, and it was a comic book character called the Phoenix, Jean Grey, if you guys follow comic books and stuff. That was a what's the word? It was a sort of a they was putting all the comic book characters, what if they were black, and he had put on and I still have the post. I'll put that on the Facebook page too, exactly what was said, so we can all be clear. We can all be clear about everything. Instead of simple people, normal people would have said, like my friends in my real life, they would say, and even people that aren't my friends, that they happen to know me, acquaintances, if they knew something I like, and they took the time to put it on my page, they was like, David Banks, check this out. I think David Banks would like this, or whatever. He put, instead of putting my friend David, he put my acquaintance David Banks would like this picture. You're trying to provoke me. For what reason? Those are childish girl games. And then he has the unmitigated gall to call my character into play, when again, it's all you. You talk about my character and how you can't be friends with gay guys. Well, unfortunately, it's probably the same reason why I wouldn't hang out with you in real life. Is probably the same reason why you don't have any friends, because your behavior is insane, and I've never seen anybody behave like this, except for my niece when she was 13 years old. That's the only time I've seen her little girlfriends. That's when I've seen this behavior, not out of adults. Not of everybody, not from anybody who thinks they're above everybody and everything. Because again, listen to the show. When you sit and you tell by how much money you make, and you make more money and they'll nothing in life, and who cares? I mean, that's the rudest thing I've ever heard in my life. And you throwing little jabs out like you're going to expose somebody and all this kind of nonsense. Do it, boo. Make yourself feel better and expose people. If that's if this is that important to you, and you need to drum up this much support on craziness and lies, then knock it out. Why make a threat that you're not going to do? That doesn't make sense to me. Trying to intimidate people. I wasn't intimidated by you, so maybe that was the problem. You couldn't control me. And he talking about, I talked bad stuff about. I will show you. I was the mediator between Donovan and Ken plenty of times. There were several episodes that were unusual because Donovan was on the attack, like always, with people who don't agree with him. And not even on the attack to say you're wrong or I don't agree with you. It was, you're wrong because I think I'm smarter than you, or I know I'm better than you. Here's the thing. You can be better than me. I'll give you that. You can be better than me. Okay, you win. Next. because nobody has time for that in their lives. And Lion and then make it another cruise show. Who does that? I mean, it wasn't your idea, so thank you for patterning yourself after something that I started. I appreciate that because what's that? What's the thing about when somebody copies you is the highest form of flattery or something like that? Thank you. Um, just don't use anything with my voice in it on the show. All I'm saying. Um, because in respect to all parties involved, I deleted all the episodes from the cruise show here because it wouldn't be fair for me to go on if that's was something I was going to choose to do, which I'm not. Um, oh, and I got something. Oh, and something's coming in. We'll go on. They'll have theirs. And who does that? That is insane. I mean, it's insane. I mean, it's really, 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 really insane to me. And best of luck. That's all I can tell you. For me, like getting the guest, unfortunately, we had to reschedule Seth Fornia. Um, and Jason Dotley, I reached out, and thing is, I'll share that with you as well. If I'll share the chats that I had with Jason Dotley about being on the show and being part of the crew for our first interview. That was all David, because honestly, Donovan was throwing shade about that. And thing is, again, I'll send it to Jason. Because I'm sure I know how this person thinks. I will show it in the chat because. To shut this person up or to have them not to say not another word about me, where I can see it. You can say it to whoever you want offline on the thing, but don't let my name come out of your mouth anymore. That's a promise. Don't let my name come out of your mouth. Keep my name out of your mouth. Especially when you're lying. And that's a promise, baby. I'm telling you. Anyhow, I just had to say that. I don't think there was anything else that I had to go over, But I will put everything so you guys can see, because, and I'll put a real picture of myself next to all the posts. I'll do that too, so you can see the picture I have on there is me. That's how I look every day, 24/7. There's others. So in closing, I don't know what else to say or do. I know after this, unless I'm really, 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 really provoked, I'm gonna treat it as some comedy. I'm not gonna speak of him or the cruise show in any essence. This will be here, for how long ever this will be here. If people choose to play nice, I'll play nice too. You don't have to like me. I don't care. Nobody has to like me. I'm not on here to win friends. I do it because I think it's fun. It's therapy for me. Something that I wanted to do years ago, but I didn't out of fear. But then I found my voice on here, and so I'm like, okay, this is fun. I'm enjoying this. Donovan didn't bring everybody. Well, not everybody. I came over to Spreaker when he came over from Blog Talk Radio, even though I'm on there part time now. But the crew. As for the crew and the truth, there's nothing that I need to make up. I took him off the crew because I started it. I took him off the Facebook page because I started it. I took him off the Twitter page because I started it. He created the website and he created the little icon thing, the little thing that says crew with the three little heads. I liked it. It was really nice. We didn't have one. I had something else. I liked that better. So I made the decision. And if you listen to the shows or some of the private conversations we had, and I have several of those, well, since this is David's thing, he can make the decision on that. That's not a lie. All that is true. So all this other stuff that he's coming up with, I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know why. Um, I don't care if somebody looks at me in a bad light because, again, if you really do the looking, you're like, oh, well, that person did that to that person and that person and that person. Well, this one over here, oh, he's mine and his. Which that's what I did. All that stuff with Debbie Daly, I stayed out of it because like other talk show hosts on this particular network have said, it's insane because it is. Now, if she's running around sending people to people's houses and there was something else he said she did, and then he's hiring private investigators to go, and I have that in chat. If somebody needs that, I have it. He's hiring private investigators to go search her out and look where she lives. So what? If she's on there telling bold-faced lies, what difference does it make? Who cares? What difference does it make if she's on there lying about stuff? That's her business. Let her lie about it. Why are you so mad about it? I don't get that. So if I don't understand where I don't listen. I came in when all the drama was going on BTR, and then through my connection with Donovan, I was guilty by association, I guess, because I've been on his show, he's been on my show. We have some really good conversations. Didn't always agree, but we had good conversation. I think we respected that, and I thought I would be respected enough to he talked about friendships and expectations, but that's one-sided. What about the other person who's involved in your friendship contract? Remember they did that craziness on the Real Housewives of Atlanta? This is how women act. And you have the unmitigated gall to talk about this is why you don't like gay men and all that kind of nonsense. No. If the common denominator, if you're in the mix of everything and all the problems come and then you're on the outs of everybody, but you're the common denominator with different sects of people, then it might be you. I have no problem at checking myself in the mirror like, all right, David, you did one too many damn things. You need to bring that shit on down. I have no problem doing that. you know I have no problem telling myself when I am wrong. It just happens to be in this case, I wasn't. I was respecting someone's wishes who said that they no longer could be friends with me. Now, whether I could choose to be quote unquote professional, which, like I said, and I'll say this again, this is amateur hour at the Apollo. We are not under any contracts. I asked you to be part of the crew, Donovan. Nobody, it was me. I did that. I had created just about everything before I brought you in and then I can prove that as well. I had created everything before I even brought Donovan or Ken Boggle into the crew. I had started that, and that's fine. Do I want a pat on my back? Of course not. Do I want the truth to be told? Totally. you know, Starting your own cruise show, like I said, best of luck. Don't use anything that I recorded with my voice. I'll send you a certified letter to you and the FCC. But it's I just hate that it got to this point. And again, it's not that I don't like people, because that's not who I am. It's not that I don't like him, because I can't say that. Do you not like him? No. Do I not like some of the things that he's done? Of course. I tell you all day long, he's very, very smart, way smarter than I am. You know, does it make you better than me? Of course not. I'm gonna fall in line because of some silliness you're having with somebody else online. No. I didn't want to be involved. I didn't want that brought to me, and that was my choice and my right not to get involved in that drama, because I don't know who's telling the truth at this point. Because when you start doing all this extra stuff, You know, it's like, what's really going on? You know, and